Yo, what's up? It's Wong here from precisionmovement.coach, and today we're going to go through 3 SI joint stretches to improve your sacroiliac motion. So the SI joint is right down here. It's where your sacrum meets your ilium, okay? And your sacrum is kind of like your tailbone, right before the end of your tailbone. That's where the sacrum is. The ilium is kind of like the part of the hip that's like plates, okay? It's like so. And where the sacrum meets the ilium, that's where the SI joint is located. Now, there's not a ton of motion at the SI joint. Research shows there might be up to 2 degrees of motion, but if it's completely stuck, that can result in low back pain or even radiating pain down the legs, sciatica type symptoms, okay? So we want to ensure that our SI joint is moving properly, but it's not about just statically stretching the joint or the muscles surrounding the joint to improve that motion, because oftentimes the SI joint gets stuck because it's loose and unstable, and then it gets stuck in a position it's not supposed to get stuck in. So the exercise and the stretches that we're going to go through today are going to improve the motion and the mobility and unlock that SI joint, but they're also to be done with full muscular control and activation so that you're training the joint to be stable as well as mobile. All right, so keep that in mind as we're going through, and I'm going to keep mentioning that so you don't forget it. All right, so first technique is the supine SI joint cycling mobilization, okay? So with this technique, you just want to lie down. Supine is lying down on your back, and you're going to extend one foot out, okay? Now you can lift it off the ground if you want, or you can just keep it down on the ground. It doesn't really matter. This is just to lock the pelvis here. And then you're gonna lift one leg and then slowly straighten it up, just like if we're doing an active hamstring stretch, okay? And then you're gonna switch, bring it down, and straighten. So it's just a cycling in between the legs. So here we got the pelvis locked down. The stretch, the active stretch, so I'm building strength here to stretch out that hamstring. The hamstring inserts on the ilium, okay, the ischial tuberosity. And it's gonna kind of pull the SI joint a little bit from this position because it's locked, because this leg is straight, okay? So we're cycling. You're just gonna do like 10 reps per leg, okay? This is a very gentle mobilization. This is the one I recommend you start with just to get it moving a little bit, okay? Technique number 2 is the hinged alternating knee flexion extension. So what the hell is that? Well, hinge is like your deadlift. So you're hinging at the hip. You're not rounding your spine, but you're hinging nicely. Okay, nice clean hinge. Feet are shoulder width apart, feet are flat. What you're gonna do is you're gonna shift your weight. You're gonna straighten one knee and shift your weight to that side, okay? So you stay in this hinge position. This puts a stretch on the hamstring already. And then when you straighten this knee, that's gonna further stretch that hamstring out to mobilize that SI joint here, okay? So then I switch, shift my weight to this side, straighten this knee. Shift my weight to this side, straighten this knee. Just like that. The reason why we do that is because the SI joint is designed to rotate, it's designed to move when we do things like walking, because we're alternating support leg, the SI joint rotates, okay? And then we switch, SI joint on this side rotates. It's like they rotate asymmetrically, the left and the right sides, okay? So that's what this exercise is helping you to train, that movement of the SI joint in a motion like walking, okay? So that's technique number 2. You wanna do 1 to 2 sets, 6 reps per side there, okay? The key is when you do this exercise and when you do the next one, you tilt over, you hinge, but you keep your muscles on, you keep your glutes on, you keep your quads on, even keep your adductors on a little bit. So we're keeping lots of muscular tension as we do the technique. Now I just did the total opposite technique there. You want to go straight leg, weights on the straight leg, okay? Just like that, but I'm keeping muscular tension all throughout because that's going to develop that stability that we need in the SI joint so that it doesn't reflexively tighten up, okay? Now, the third technique is just a slight variation on the last one we just did. It's the asymmetric hinged knee flexion extension, okay? So it's gonna go asymmetric, like a lunge type stance. You're gonna hinge over, okay? And this front leg, the back leg, keep it straight. The front leg, we're just gonna alternate between knee, flexion, and extension. Okay, that's it. This is gonna further mobilize that SI joint, take it a little more, take the position a little deeper than the bilateral stance, okay? Because we're stretching out now and we're getting a little more flexibility or movement, range of motion in the legs, in the hips, and ultimately the SI joint. Okay, so same thing for that one, 1 to 2 sets, 6 reps per side, and you're good to go. Just remember, when you do these techniques, keep the muscles active. Don't just be passive. So actively contract glutes, adductors, quads, hamstrings, and that's gonna help you to build the stability and the strength you need to ensure that the body just doesn't tighten back up, okay? Doesn't throw all your efforts down the toilet, okay? So hope you enjoyed those, hope those help. And if you want more like this, make sure to hit me up at precisionmovement.coach. Otherwise, talk to you next time. Peace.